Okay, well I'm in the hole here. It's got the lid on it, so I got the ladder through the opening in the lid. We've got a steel lid that's got a center in it, open for a ladder to go down. I'm going to take a shot of this. The topsoil of this hole, of this 24-foot deep hole, this is the topsoil, about 1.5 feet of topsoil. And as I go down this ladder, of course the rung of the ladder is about 1 foot, so you can see that we go down 2-3 feet. We're in like a yellow sand. 4 feet still in it. 5 feet, it lightens up a little bit, and then it starts to get like marbling. It's got actually layers of clay, because when you shovel, like shave a shovel down the side of that, it you can feel it's harder. It's harder in the sand, and it kind of is hard to cut through. So it's definitely layers of some event in time, because it's not natural. It'd be all mixed up if it was natural. This is something that took, that might be hundreds of years. That might be some kind of big event in time that, you know, was like a bad storm or something that washed over and created a layer on it, and then the sand came back over it. But it might be even something that the ocean naturally does. I'm not a geologist, but you know, I'm pretty, I got a lot of common sense. It just makes sense to me that those layers are not man-made, especially because they're actually kind of hard. It's almost like a sediment layer. It's not something that, you know, that man put in there. So I think this is all virgin soil. So what we got to explain is, when we go down here, we got to explain that when we get down to 9, 10 feet, we get to a red clay, which is basically probably the bottom when this place was underwater. I don't know, or just, I have no idea, but it gets red, and then that's where we hit the meteorites that we like to call meteorites. Maybe they're just rocks, I don't know. They don't seem natural forming, and if they aren't meteorites, if they have a fusion crust and we found them here, they have to be meteorites, okay? That's the bottom line. Whether they're iron or whatever, maybe there's something no one's ever seen, maybe they've been overlooked, I don't know. But if it's got a fusion crust and it's down here and man didn't put it here, it's got to be a meteorite, okay? So it came through the atmosphere. So we got about a foot layer of meteorites, okay? And this is the deal. It's a pretty good layer. There's quite a few in there. I've dug these out a little bit, and I'm gonna try to reach over and get them. This is how we find them right here, okay? They're in the soil. You see that? Oh, lost that one. Now I'm about 12 feet up right here on this ladder. So this is a deep hole. I mean, this thing goes down. You can see where I've been digging, and we got dirt at the bottom there. But it's another 10, 12 feet down. Okay. I shaved this off to clean it up because this hole's been sitting open for a long time. We've got some kind of stuff growing on the walls, you know, from just being sitting out here, mushrooms and stuff. But this is what we find is these. Let's see if I can get this one. This one was interesting. It felt big. Yeah. Okay. There's another one. Okay. And they're all within like a foot or two a layer, and then that's it. We've got some smaller little picker ones that are higher, a few feet higher into the other sand, but I'm thinking that maybe the heavier ones couldn't be moved around by nature and everything. The higher ones might have been just pushed around and always stayed on top because they were being pushed back and forth, and you know, with erosion and everything else. So anyway, I'm hoping that we have meteorites, because it'd be quite a find, and I'm out to prove it. So this is not from a foundry. I don't think these are from some ancient making of iron ore or anything. If it has a fusion crust on it, if it's 10 feet underground, what does that mean? And if it's virgin soil. So, and this soil looks pretty virgin to me. I don't think anybody's ever dug a hole here, considering where we are, for sure. So, all right, so well, the mystery continues.